Creating quality hooks literally taxes your brain, but now you can create 10 high quality hooks in no time at all with this AI automation. I'll show you how to do it. So by the end of this video, you're going to have a fully automated system that takes an idea here in Make. It runs it through a LinkedIn hook creation module using Claude. I'm going to go through the whole prompt with you step by step so you know exactly how it works. And then I'm going to show you how to hook it up to your preferred project management system. I have Airtable set up right here, but you could literally link it to Notion or Asana or Monday or whatever project management system you're using. But before we do that, let me get into kind of how it works and how we're going to be structuring the data using a little mirror diagram. Okay, here in the mirror diagram, we have a multiple step process. And although we only have 3 modules in Make, I've broken down the process in a bit more detail over here so that we can really understand what's happening and for you to be able to modify it the way that you need to modify it for your specific use case. Because as we know, all content creation is not the same, and pretending that it is just doesn't help anybody. So first, we need to create an input where we share a valuable idea. This doesn't have to be a completed post. Personally, I like to create content based on the hook that I'll be using to get people to actually watch the content. And some hooks work, some hooks don't work. That's why it's nice to get multiple of them when we go through the creation process. So what we do is you create a module in Make that takes this idea and then processes it through a very detailed prompt that trains the model on what is a good hook and what is a bad hook and what we're looking for specifically for our platform. Now remember, hooks for LinkedIn, hooks for Instagram, and hooks for TikTok might slightly differ. And so we can use AI to actually create different styles of hooks for different platforms, but we can get into that in a later time and place. So once we have created the module in Make and we've created the prompt, we are going to train it here by providing it with examples. It is going to then return the list of hooks for us in text format, and then we're just going to simply upload those into our project management system. So let's get right into the build. This should be a nice and short and sweet one. Okay, right here we have the Make scenario set up. Only 3 very easy steps. We could, of course, make this much more complicated. We could add multiple modules here, increase the amount of content that we're creating regarding hooks. We could create a hook and we create a post and we create a first comment. But for this very simple example, we're just going to create a couple hooks that you can pick from and select from. So here we have it. We need an input, right? So this input over here, we have an idea. And the idea that I have selected to create a video that explains the benefits of building the systems around your content creation process that aligns with high engagement formatting best practices. What we've discovered is that by creating the system that is aligned with best content formatting practices, it helps the user consistently create content that converts. And so this is an idea I have. I could send this idea, and I do actually do this through a Telegram bot. And so I don't have to type it into Make every single time. I just say it with my Telegram bot, and it processes the information almost exactly the same. So it goes from Telegram, it processes it into Claude, and then we get it in the Airtable database. So depending on how you want to insert the information or the idea, it's up to you. This is just a makeshift system for now. So once we hit this run once button, it is going to grab that idea. It is going to run it through the hook creation system and then place it here in Airtable. And this is what it looks like in Airtable. So we have our different ideas. We've run a few tests over here, and then you can see that we have 5 different hooks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And before I spoiler it and give you the results, let's go through exactly what this prompt is and what it's doing. So as you can see, we've placed the variable here in the idea section, and here's the system prompt. I am using the latest model of Claude 3.7. It just works. It's the same price as the other one, and it seems to get me better results. So we'll use it for now since there are a lot of instructions here. We wanted to produce high quality results. Now let's go through this prompt. Shout out to Ryan Mueller. I adapted this prompt from one of his that he was using, and it seems to work quite well. I don't use it for all of my content for Instagram. I use some other prompts, but for this one, it works really well for LinkedIn. So act as an expert copywriter who writes ethical, compelling hooks for LinkedIn posts. Never lie or make up claims that are not provided. Sometimes it can hallucinate because it wants to follow your instructions so beautifully. So it makes up stuff that isn't true. And I don't like that. Your writing has a clear flow that explicitly carries the reader to the next word. Your task is to write a compelling hook for the provided post idea found in the ideas section tags. First, you must go through the hook training found in the hook training XML tags. In the hook training, carefully analyze the bad hooks. You must not use hooks like this. Second, you must analyze the incredible hooks. And then we go through a bunch of examples. Bad, how to grow your brand, the incredible hook. How to be a key person of influence, even if you have 0 followers. 5 ways a content strategy fails. 5 plagues of content strategy. We go through a bunch of examples like this. You can pause the video and read them if you'd like. And then you'll see we close our hook training XML tags down in the bottom. So we have this, and it says carefully pay attention to the rules so you can transform the bad hooks into incredible hooks. Rules. You must follow the incredible hook structure shown exactly. The incredible hooks must flow naturally and sound human. You must include numbers, the actual number, not the spelling. You must focus on a single clear idea. Exclude the use of colons. If you use colons, you failed. Fun fact, by telling it it'll fail, if it does a specific thing that you don't want it to do, it actually does much less. Exclude the salesy words like unlock, discover, skyrocket, revolutionize, cutting edge, etc., etc. Exclude emojis. We could include emojis if we wanted to, just for the style. I think it's better not to. You must not start any incredible hook with a question. You must not make every incredible hook and a listicle. You must not write incredible hooks that contain direct phrases following a colon, like easy learning, blah, 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 blah. It just sounds a bit cliche. Finally, I'm going to give you the post below. Please review it and create 5 incredible hooks. Number each hook. This is important. Only return the hooks in the instructed format. Do not introduce the hook in any way. Just return the hooks and nothing else. Remember, take a deep breath and follow the rules so you can get an A+ for this project. Love to encourage the AI. And then in the actual post idea, and then we're going to give it the idea. And we're good to go. I am running temperature, the lowest temperature you can, 0.01, because I don't want it to make up anything. So to avoid hallucinations, I make the temperature very low for this specific prompt. And then we move into our Airtable database over here, where we'll be placing them in table 1. The record is the idea. We're going to make the idea, insert the idea here, and we're going to insert the hook over here. And then we're going to save it. And let's see what our output created. So we have the idea over here. I'd like to create a video that explains the benefits of building a system around the content creation process that align with high engagement, formatting best practices. All right, we know what it is. Here are the hooks that it came up. Building systems around your content isn't nice to have. It's essential for consistent conversion. 3 ways content systems transform your random posting into predictable results, even if you're not a natural content creator. Hidden pattern behind content that converts and why creators mostly miss it. These are pretty good. I mean, we don't have to stop at 5. We can ask it to give us 10. And remember, the more content and the more context we provide the LLM over here, the better it gets. So I actually have a input section over here that also would be able to give it the content brief. So how do I want this information to be used within a content brief, the hook specifically? Do I want to include my value proposition so that the agent knows, the LLM knows what my value proposition is when it's creating the hook? In addition, we can also put down an ICP, create specific hooks for this ICP. There are variables that we could quite easily insert into these prompts over here if we're looking to do that. But we're not going to do that right now because that is not the promise of this video. The promise is to make sure you can get high quality hooks. So here we have it. Idea, run it through the LLM with very specific prompt and instructions, and then put it in your preferred project management system. Again, it could be Monday, it could be Asana, the exact same process. You have a field over here. You select the output, make sure you select the right base, project, so on and so forth, and you are good to go. All right, that was a pretty simple one. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if there's any other specific content creation content using AI that you would like to wrap your head around. I am actively looking for high quality ideas, not only from you, but from everywhere else on the internet. I am hosting a live workshop once every 2 weeks on a Thursday. You can check it out in the description below, and I'd love to see you there.